As you may know, I like to work on Clamshell iBooks, so today I thought you'd like to see what it takes to rebuild a Clamshell iBook. Most of my Clamshell iBooks come from our local school district. We used to be entirely Mac-based, and in fact we were such big customers to Apple, when they were doing a promotion video for their iBooks, they interviewed teachers from our school district.
See? I can't get them out to recess at the end of the day. They just want to stay in class and stay with the iBooks and work all day long.
Unfortunately, a few years ago, our school district started to buy PCs, and at this point they're starting to auction off all their Macs. Now, they usually sell them in large quantities, and they're usually non-working, which means they have to be fixed first. So, the most effective way that I've found to make sure each machine is running correctly, the first thing I do is completely take the machine apart. I do this for two reasons. The first reason is that I have access to the hard drive, which means I can clone the software onto it, therefore saving me a considerable amount of time when it comes to installing software. The second reason is that I can test each part individually, which allows for me to troubleshoot on a much easier level. Now, because these machines are so well tightly packed together, it takes a considerable amount of time to get one completely disassembled. Even though I've done dozens of these machines, it still takes me about half an hour to get each one taken apart down to the hard drive. And that's just what it takes to get it apart. Now, once the machine is fully disassembled, I will hook up a working hard drive and a working display, and the first test I run is with OS 9. Now, if the machine can't boot OS 9, then chances are it's not going to be able to boot OS 10 either. And I have OS 9 configured with the least amount of items on it, and it's set to just shut back down, and that's the first test. Now, once I have that first test done, I set the parts to the side, and I take apart a second machine, and I'll take apart as many machines as I have and run that same test. As you can see, this is one same machine running OS 9, testing to boot. Now, once I have each one taken apart and I know that it boots OS 9, I will start testing each one individually to see if it boots OS 10 and test the other remaining parts individually, and if they work, I put it back together. Now, once the machine is put back together, it's working, but it's still very, very dirty. This means that I have to spend some time cleaning it up and getting it ready for sale. So I usually take a couple of cleaning pads and I start working to scrub off all the dirt and the permanent marker. The permanent marker is really the worst part about it. It takes me a considerable amount of time. Then I clean out the inside and it's ready for sale. So once the machine is clean, I photograph it and list it for sale on eBay. And this is where my once non-working, dirty clamshell iBook finds a brand new owner.